Welcome back to Boujee Bravo Bitches, where we talk all that Bravo tea from basic to bougie. We're your hosts. I'm Jenna.
I'm Darcy.
And I'm Amanda. Let's get into it, bitch.
Let's get into the fact that the topic of conversation before we started was just which one of us could beat up our husbands. And we all unanimously agreed that we could all take our husbands. So don't come to us. Don't come to fight with us because
I have a lot of anger and rage. So it'd be best if you just stayed back.
You should just stay on Reddit.
That's where I take out a lot of my anger.
I got locked out of my TikTok account and I can't recover it.
No,
I've been
what
going
happened?
back and forth with their
Why?
customer support to try to get it back. I accidentally logged out and now I can't get back to it because it was connected with my Apple ID.
You didn't get banned,
So.
though. Remember
No, God,
a couple
I'm no
times
Amanda.
when we were new on Instagram or our Boujee Bravo Bitches account, remember twice Instagram put us in Instagram jail.
They thought you were spamming.
Yeah. Well, we had gained a lot of followers quickly after a couple posts, and then one time I tagged too many people in a day because I was doing an OG Housewives poll type thing. Yeah. Crazy. Anyways, we could all beat up our husbands, so don't fuck with us.
Period.
Yeah. Period. Dot. Period. Dot. Happy Salt Lake City Day, gals.
Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, by the way, we're
So
coming to you
jazzed.
guys a day earlier.
Oh yeah.
So
We're here
we're
a day early.
we're not talking about because it's Wednesday right now. So we're gonna watch Salt Lake tonight.
Because
Surprise.
somebody has engagements
I
that
do.
they
I
have
have
to
children.
tend to.
I have to go to my children's school and meet their teachers.
Look
back
at you
to
just
school
out there
night.
being a PTA mom.
Yeah, and where are you
Never.
going next week? We can't do it on Thursday.
Oh, I'm going on vacation. It's my 10-year anniversary. I'm going to the Dominican based off of Darcy's recommendation. We're going. So
I'm here for all your travel needs.
Yeah,
If you need to know what to pack, let's talk.
I love that. Well, it is Salt Lake City night, and these bitches are already beefing hardcore on Twitter, which is hysterical to me. They're
It's so
already
funny.
going
Wait,
at
can
it.
I ask you guys a question? Do you guys
Yeah.
think, and I forgot to talk about this last week because the baby was just psychotic. That's why I don't have her tonight. I couldn't deal. So do you guys think that Lisa has money problems? She lost her ring last week and we shortly talked about it. But do you think there's a little maybe insurance fraud?
I don't want to
I don't know
believe
if
it.
the last rang because she found it.
Oh, she did. This recent one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know she found it. Okay.
I
All right, so
don't
then I
want to
take my
believe
back.
it. I don't want to believe it, but there's
Yeah,
got to be
Angie
a little
aggressive,
smoke
right?
where there's fire, I guess.
Well, because Angie said her car got repoed.
Yeah.
So that's bold statement.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I think that she's so angry that there might be a little truth to what's going on. And I love Baby Gorgeous. I am team Baby Gorgeous.
Yeah,
till the
of
end
course.
time. But I don't know.
There's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
I guess maybe we'll see on this upcoming season what's really happening.
Yeah. Speaking of upcoming seasons, last week I was saying that there was some kind of teaser that Below Deck Sailing season 5 is actually going to air, and then they popped the trailer out the next day. So it is coming back. Gary's definitely not edited out of it. I posted it on our account on Instagram, and people had, a lot of things to say. People have a lot of shit to say about Gary. People are commenting on Gary, saying a lot of shit. I mean, he was not proven guilty. Whatever was whatever allegations were being slung at him, there was, I guess, no evidence to support because
So all the charges were dropped or whatever. I don't even.
he was
really
never
know what
even
happened.
charged with anything. It was just allegations.
okay.
And I think that
Like-
Bravo investigated, and that's where it is now. But
He turned his comments off because his comments were on earlier today
Yeah.
because I looked at it and somebody mentioned the allegations and he was just it was somebody who just wanted their 15 minutes of fame.
yeah, I saw that. Same
First
one.
of all, if you are looking for 15 minutes of fame, Gary King from Below Deck is not who I'm attaching myself
maybe
to.
15 seconds.
Just
No, but if you're looking for a good sexual time, maybe that's who you would call. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be calling Gary. I don't know. I'd call someone different, I think.
the whale noises are nice.
It's a good question I'm going to ask you guys
That's
later.
Glenn.
Who would you call?
I know.
Oh yeah, I'd call Glenn for a good time
call
call.
Glenn?
Yeah, I would call Glenn.
Only if the whale noises are part of the situation.
And also the ice cream. Remember how excited he was? He was like, "Yeah,
Ooh.
baby." Someone else was like, why are they doing this, blah, 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 and like comparing it to Rugget 4. But like with Rugget 4, that issue happened on camera. So like, how can they show this season? Like what happened with Gary had nothing to do with the show. And it isn't really fair to everyone else to like not air their
And it's
season.
not really fair to Gary because nothing came of it. Like we don't know.
Listen, I fully believe that Gary sexually harassed and sexually assaulted someone? Yeah, I do. I think he's gross. I think he's done that on the show. But I think that like we should still be allowed to watch this for our own entertainment purposes. I do. The world is shitty enough. Give me the fucking TV.
There
Put that on a bumper sticker. I'd put it on my car.
I mean, it's true. You're not wrong. Like, let us have our little enjoyments out of life. Like, thank you.
Amen. So that'll be back. That's coming back soon. It's coming back. Hold on. I can tell you the exact date.
We're about to be drowning.
Yeah,
in Bravo
we are.
Again.
We are. So that comes out on the 7th. So we have Salt Lake tonight, Roni on October 1st, Potomac on October 6th, Below Deck Sailing on the 7th, House of Villains if you watch it on the 9th. And we still haven't gotten the Beverly Hills trailer, but that's coming this fall too.
Did you see the House of Villains announcement today?
Yeah, that Monica's like the narrator.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Why did anyone give her any more television time? I dislike her.
I think she's built for
a
a show
villain.
like that.
Oh, for sure. Sure. She's like, I don't like her like I didn't like Omarosa on that show. I'm like, you're just too villainous. It's too produced. It's too much.
Omarosa, I wasn't a big fan of hers. I wish she would have got kicked off, but she's smart, so she's good at that kind of game.
Yeah, that is true. So I watched Dancing with the Stars for us last night. I literally stayed up and watched almost all of it. I had to cut.
No, you were texting me while the Dubai was on, and I'm like, I can't believe she's awake right now.
Oh, I'm up to like 10:30 now. That's my new thing because we.
Wild woman!
I'm in bed watching TV on my phone because we sleep till 7:30. So like, why? I mean, I can.
Yeah, why are you going to bed so early?
We go to bed at 8:30, but because Joe goes to bed at 8:30, and like I don't want to disrupt everyone's flow, and then I just sit there and watch TV on my phone.
I love that.
That sounds great.
Don't I, little baby? But yeah, so I watched it. So Phaedra was actually good, honestly. Like better than I expected. She's middle of the pack. She's funny. She's charismatic. She's definitely going to get a lot of America's votes. So every star like they can invite whoever they want for the week. So I saw Dorinda in the ballroom. I know I freaking saw her. I only saw her one time and she was next to someone else that was...
No, there was a screenshot of her on Reddit. She was definitely there.
Yeah, she was definitely there. Tamra, when they pan to... So they showed Dorinda like she was in the side of someone else's family and friends shot. Like it wasn't during Phaedra's performance. When they showed Phaedra's family and friends, I fully expected to see Dwight, but he wasn't there. At least I didn't see him. They panned to Tamra. I know. I'm like, she voted you off traitors. She murdered you. Why are you there with her? So yeah, but she was pretty good. The whole so if you're really interested in it, this who is it? Anna Delvey.
Yes, I love Anna Delvey.
People are very they have a lot of feelings about her being on this family ABC show.
Oh, I
mean, she's got the ankle bracelet.
Yeah, she bedazzled. Wait, she bedazzled it to match her costume. The wardrobe department on this show is like chef's kiss. These people make these costumes overnight. It's crazy.
I think
how did the pommel horse guy do?
Pommel horse guy was pretty good.
People work, people got to work, make money, so let her work.
Yeah. Well, everyone is so one of the
Thanks, Plato.
One of the judges was like Plato was like, well, I hear that the ballroom is kind of the energy shifted when you came out, but let's just give her a chance to reinvent Anna. Whatever. Isn't that the name of the show? And I've never, I honestly don't even know who she is or what she did. I don't know. It
was a good show.
I know it's
you should watch it. It's on Netflix. I highly recommend it. I read all about her. She's something.
Yeah.
She's a scam artist.
Yeah. So she is on house arrest because she overstayed her visa.
Yeah. Yes.
But so she overstayed her visa, so we're keeping her on house arrest? Wouldn't we deport her?
I think she's appealing it. She's appealing it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she's appealing it.
Well, I will keep you guys posted on how Miss Phaedra Parks does. All right.
Appreciate
the rest of the
it.
cast is kind of stinky. And also, if you're here for another good little cutie show, The Golden Bachelorette is on tonight. Cuties. I love old people in love. Except, you want to know something? Those fucking old people made me believe in old people love again. And then they literally got fucking divorced like 6 months after getting married on national television.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neither one of them could like make it work with like living in two. They could. Neither one could commit to moving to wherever the other one lived.
Did you see Gary on the
get that.
Kardashians? He went on the Kardashians.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
they knew who he picked before it aired because
they saw
her name in his phone. Anyways, totally another podcast. And this is another podcast too. I'm just going to share this. The Jersey Shore Family Vacation does come back this week.
It comes back. I know. I was so excited.
So excited. Okay.
So much TV.
Back to Bravo. I know. It's like all coming back. It's that prime time. Back to school.
You know, everyone's in the house.
It's too much.
Way too much.
People aren't running the streets. Summer's over.
Anywho, we did talk about how Miami was going to start filming, so they've started filming. And did you guys see Dr. Nicole came out with a whole statement about why she's not returning?
Mm-hmm.
So
which it makes sense.
Postpartum.
That makes sense. I said it's fine. She doesn't need to. I wouldn't if I was her.
Yeah.
She literally just had a baby.
Yeah.
Give her a minute.
That's a lot. Also, like, a lot of pressure to look good, and right after you've had a baby, like, that doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
It definitely
And
doesn't.
it's just a chaotic environment. Like, you don't want necessarily
Especially
to be in that.
Especially if you're struggling. You don't need to add more onto your plate, right?
And she's not in a position where she needs the money from the show.
Yeah.
So.
Bingo.
Good luck, Dr. Nicole. We're rooting for you.
Yeah. We're rooting for you. I like her. We had our babies, like, only a few weeks apart. And she calls her baby Jenna, even though her name's Genevieve.
Oh.
Jenna with a G.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's Genevieve. It's not
I
cute.
love that.
So there's this the Craig Conover like Spritz whatever. What are the Spritzes called? Spritz Society. So he like announced himself as like partnering with them or whatever. But I thought that was already a thing. I don't know why it's such a big deal this week, but basically. He's like, they're coming out with teas. He put out a whole post about it. And then Andy Cohen
maybe
comments.
that's why it's a big deal. They're coming out with teas.
Yeah,
Maybe
and
that's
then
why. So he's promoting it.
I think the bigger thing was that he actually made a post on his own page about how he's like partnered with them. And Andy Cohen writes on it, not since Coke versus Pepsi have we seen a Spritz war like this.
I said, Craig said, Loverboy, who? He don't give a fuck.
I don't know her.
Money. People need to work, you know? Like, I get it.
I mean, there's like a zillion Spritzes. Like, I'm sorry, Loverboy. You don't own the monopoly on Spritzes. I did like those limoncello Spritzes, so I won't lie to you. They don't get you drunk, though. You got to drink the whole case. They don't really get you drunk.
Yeah. I feel like, I promote Loverboy, so I did my part, there's 1,000 Spritzes out there, so. Exactly.
So
like
there's so many.
There's a new one out every week.
And you also like the classic White Claw.
I'm drinking the White Claw right now. Like, I'm going to be a classic White Claw girl. I love them. They're just so refreshing.
I love White Claw.
I mean, it's just nice.
I'm a High Noon. I like the vodka, I'm not.
I feel like I could drink 25 High Noons and not get drunk.
Really? No.
You want to know what'll get you fucked up? Is Cutwater.
Oh God, no!
My God,
no. I don't even know what that is.
had a margarita and it was 12%.
I know. I had one drink and I was like, "Why do I feel so fuzzy?"
Do you remember when we went to BravoCon and like they were Amanda, not Darcy, and they were sponsored by Bud Light, and we had to drink those disgusting Bud Light.
Oh my God,
but they will fuck you up. Like I
drank so many Bud Light spritzes,
black cherry spritzes. Ugh. Oh my God, and we would buy like 4 at a time.
Yeah,
fucked up. And they were disgusting. They were worse than White Claws.
Yeah, they were awful.
So bad. So. Sir, don't push the computer buttons, please. Thank you.
So who are you guys? Team Loverboy or Team Craig? Pick one.
Well, I have to try.
The
Spritz Society.
Yeah. I'm going to go by taste. And taste alone.
That's it. There you go.
Yeah, there you have it. And there you have it. Traders won an Emmy, which I think we could have suspected that would happen. So good.
Yeah.
For them.
They deserve it. It's good.
Did you guys see Nene Leakes with, I think it was Karen? Something with Karen Huger, and she's telling Karen Huger that she should beat up Giselle or something like that. Did you guys see this story?
No.
I just saw it today. I didn't look much further into it than that, but it was something about her. And there was a picture of her with Karen Huger, and then there apparently someone caught video of her saying, like, you should beat up Giselle.
Yeah. Nene looked great doing the little hosting thing with Ariana for the Emmys.
Soft launch.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. Same Z's. What other news did we have? Just some Kyle and Morgan Wade news. I guess it kind of died down for a bit, but basically she was like, someone close to her, a source close to her, said Kyle was so close to coming out, but then she caught Morgan talking to other girls. So now she's back in the closet.
Thank God. Morgan, keep talking to other women.
I'm just over it.
Like, go away, Kyle. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Kyle.
Yeah. Goodbye,
over
Kyle.
it.
Yeah. And there was a picture of them that came out today too, looking cozy. They were not even near each other. I guess they looked cozy because they were wearing sweatshirts. I don't know. I don't know.
Could do it.
David Bedour, Shannon Bedour's ex, his wife filed a restraining order again.
Are they married or are they divorced?
No, I know. Oh yeah, they're still married. It's still his wife, I think.
They're so weird.
Because they keep calling off their divorces.
I know. That's why
and then filing restraining orders again. They're fucking sick. They're so sick that I'm like, was Shannon actually like the normal one in that marriage? I don't know.
I think David checked out of his marriage with Shannon, and Shannon didn't really care. I think he was probably out and about running the streets. Obviously he was. He had an affair, so he was definitely out and about running the streets.
Yeah.
And Shannon was the quiet woman, drinking vodka.
Yeah.
They're not driving into houses at that point in time.
God, Shannon, you dummy. I can't believe it.
Oh, God. But seriously, though, like, she is not in the least bit the villain this season.
I know. So crazy.
She's getting such a redemption. Mm-hmm. Which I don't know if it would be this way if Alexis wasn't on the show.
I feel like she hired Alexis. I feel like she's paying Alexis.
Did she hire Alexis? Maybe.
Johnny J said he'd pay you to not come on the show. Yeah. I'll pay you to come on the show.
He said he'd double it. I'll triple it, bitch.
Now blow into this.
When life gives you lemons, put some in a bowl.
Whoever Shannon's PR person is, they are like, thank God for my job right now.
Mm-hmm. For real.
They're sending Alexis flowers.
Yeah.
Funeral arrangements. Oh my God. What else was I going to say? Oh, the Valley wrapped filming, and apparently at their wrap party, a bunch of like texts with Jackson, like women were shown to Brittany, but I'm like, you're getting a divorce. Who cares? Why is this
and it was, the texts were like recent. So it wasn't like they were texts from when they were together. They were texts from like since he's gotten out of his treatment facility.
Right. He was definitely hooking up with people when they were separated.
He's Jax Taylor.
No, he's probably hooking up with people when they were together.
When they were fucking married. Come on. I do not believe for 1 second that he was not cheating on her. The only other, I don't even know if this is really newsworthy, but Chef Ben, who I still think fathered Kate Chastain's baby, he was getting married and they broke off their engagement. Sorry, Chef Ben. Womp womp.
Him and Kate are meant to be together.
I agree. Yeah. I think they should be.
They really, yeah.
In Katie Ross news, she's still posting all these like pictures of her children from when they were babies, which they're like not babies anymore. And the one, I couldn't even repost it. It was like the pictures of her 2 twin girls. And she's like, I named you after me. One of you is Catherine. One is Renee. My name is Catherine Renee. And it's like, your dad wasn't there because he was with his girlfriend. Like, what?
Oh my
That's just so sad because like the kids are at an age where like either they can see it or the other kids at school see it and are gonna like give them shit over it.
She like, is crazy, fucking crazy.
It's really sad.
Any other news updates, you guys? I feel like we've just been getting so many trailers and hot takes. I like so ignored the news. Well,
I think that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any other news, but that's that. Let's talk about Real Housewives of Orange County, last week's episode. They were in Sonoma.
Yes,
in the
for the
forest.
fashion show charity.
Yeah, I love charity. Whatever, good for them. I mean, I'm glad they all do charity. I hate when they have to like put it on TV. Not the charity itself, but just the fact like make themselves look like do-gooders, basically.
Okay, yeah.
Like just be charitable. You don't have to make yourself look like a do-gooder. Anyways. Darcy was the first to say that Shannon was drunk in the forest, and I completely agree. She definitely had a nip
I
issue.
don't know. Was she drunk?
There was a question mark behind that.
So was she drunk in the forest, or was she drunk the night before? Because when she was at dinner the night before, I thought she was getting drunk when she was like out there yelling at whoever she was yelling to.
Well, someone was like, she probably took a Xanax, and then she took a sleeping pill, and then she took a Xanax, and I'm like, yeah, that all makes sense too.
I think she went back to her room and continued to drink from the mini.
That's what I think. Just the cut of her at like noon, still sleeping, and they like showed her walking. She looked incredibly disheveled, and more so than just like. I mean, maybe under a lot of pressure.
That day was a lot. That was when she
absolutely
was like gonna get sued and like have to figure it out. She found out about the videos. I mean, if I was her, I'd probably be pounding vodka in my room too.
Imagine just being like doing like filming and having to film these kinds of things. Like, you know that the whole premise of the day is going to be like, we need to be dramatic or to get ratings. So that's like that's how you go into it. So it's basically like, these are not fun and dribble trips. Like, you know, you're going into this with like, this is going to be fuckery for like 3 days. And like, I'm going to need a vacation after this vacation.
That's why they're always so keen to leave. I'll never when we were just watching the Jersey episode of the reunion, when they were watching the reunion and Danielle got in the fight and like, she was like, I don't want to leave. And Teresa's like, I'll leave. Teresa's like, I'll go. It's like, who doesn't want to leave work? I was like, I'll go.
Yeah, this is work. Like, and your job is to just like take shit for 3 days. Like, no,
and give
thank
shit.
you. Yeah. I take enough shit, and I'm not taking any fucking more on national television. Hell to the no, no.
I love that Alexis was in her room for 12 hours and not one person
13.
cared.
She goes
13 hours.
Wait, she's like,
which sounds amazing.
I did not leave my room for 13 hours. I'm like, that sounds like that's my fucking dream, honestly.
Word.
Like, please, do you want to?
Also, they just asked her to not go to dinner. She could have left, went for a walk,
get room service,
the town,
go to the
bar. She wasn't under house arrest.
I don't think they asked her not to go to dinner. I think she said like, I'll just not go.
Yeah, she did.
And Ellie said, okay.
He's like, that's fine.
Yeah. You guys, I'm sick and tired of this Katie woman. She's a one and done for me. If she gets welcomed back, I would be super shocked, honestly. I was surprised.
Okay, but why was Gina screaming in her face? Like, Gina, let you scream in my face.
Because Gina's lying.
Put you right back.
Gina's lying, but here's the thing, Katie, like, get a storyline. This story is dead. First of all, the liar in this scenario is actually Heather Dubrow. That's facts. She called the paparazzi, but like, who cares? Let it go. This is last year's story. Let it go. Like, we're over it. We're all over
nothing to do.
You weren't even
with
here.
Any of them.
She
doesn't even go here.
You weren't even there. Like, let it go. And I saw an article today that she's still talking about it, saying she has proof. I'm like, who fucking cares?
Where is the proof?
Where is the proof?
It? Because if you had it, you would have showed it.
She didn't call the paparazzi. Do you think I could? No, of course she wants to be famous. Of course she called. Who gives a shit? Not me.
Yeah. I'm just like over it.
I would call the paparazzi.
Yeah,
not me.
Seriously.
I mean, if I was trying to be famous, I would also call the paparazzi.
Seriously.
The fuck?
Terry called them. Like, leave it at that. Who cares?
Maybe that's why she could say, I swear I didn't call them.
Well, she didn't call them. Her assistant called them. Like, she did not actually call them. But I don't think Heather Dubrow picked her phone up and called them. But I do think that one of her people did.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
There you go.
At her request. And it is what it is. Let it go, Katie. Who fucking cares? Like, you came in and you're building your whole season based on a little tiny snippet of last season. It's crazy. You're a one and done for me.
Yeah, right now
it's very fan behavior. That is fan behavior.
Yeah, if I was Katie, I'd switch it around to be like, Gina, don't you ever speak to me like that.
You want to know what's really frustrating about this whole thing, honestly, is that they really do need Asian representation on the Housewives franchises, and they picked two of the most boring fucking Asian women to be on these shows. Like, there are certainly more dynamic Asian women out there who could represent better. So, like, please give us them.
Okay, well,
Preach.
That's what I
There
have
you
to
go.
say about that. Like, my other one was referring to Crystal, if you didn't realize.
Yeah.
The most interesting thing about Crystal is Rob, okay?
oh my God. Crystal's
Yeah.
birthday party was the most boring thing I've ever watched in my entire life.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Not more boring than her geisha party that she had. That was stupid too. Or what was that? Chinese New
When
Year?
they started talking about the price of the music player, I was like,
the karaoke machine.
this is the worst party I've ever watched.
You build a $2 million fun room and nobody's having fun. That should tell you something.
You know,
Money can't buy happiness.
you know
or
where I've
fun.
never been bored, and this is weird, as I've never been bored at a Gorga party. I'm always like, what the fuck is happening at a Gorga party?
Yeah.
They can party. They
Same
can throw
at
a
a
party.
Judice party. Never
Yeah.
been bored there.
Yeah.
A Jersey.
Yeah.
Jersey parties.
Never
are
been
just...
never been bored there. Never been bored at a Dorinda party. Like
I was gonna
never.
say,
No.
New York, never been bored there.
Never.
You know,
well,
those things
the
I
new
think
Roni, I've been bored at some of those parties, I'll be honest.
Yeah, not Dorinda's though. Not
No,
you'll
not
never
Dorinda.
catch
No.
me bored at Bluestone.
No. This is going to become a topic on like this week's episode, but basically Emily is going to come for Heather about feeling like she's being made out to be the big girl in the group. I want to know your thoughts on that. Do you think Heather's making her out to be the big girl? Or is
I
she
don't
just
think-
insecure?
Okay, I'll say I don't think she's making her out to be the big girl, but I think she is being petty because Heather doesn't like Emily.
Yeah,
So I
'cause-
think she made her bring jeans on purpose to be a bitch.
Well, I mean, is it possible that really like the sample sizes were not sizes that were going to fit Emily?
But then why did Nina say that they were made to size?
Does Gina know that? She shops at Shein. Shein doesn't make anything to your size. You
Wait,
know how
let's
I
go
know?
through
Because I could
these.
order the same thing in 10 different sizes and it will all fit.
They're all different.
Yeah,
They're all
like-
different. Darcy, what's your take?
I don't think Heather did it with intention, but Heather has always been incredibly thin, so she doesn't potentially know how that would have made Emily feel and have singled her out.
Okay.
But I think Emily also has a lot of insecurity about her size, so that was just amplified.
Yeah, that's true.
I
too.
think she did it with intent. That's my personal
Oh,
take.
and you like fancy pants.
Oh yeah, I do. I think she's
This makes her like her more. You kidding me?
yeah, she's a hater. She doesn't like her. They don't like each other. Emily
No.
and Heather do not vibe. They don't
To be
vibe.
fair, I don't know how many people Emily actually does like.
She likes Gina.
Yeah, why? That makes me question her judgment. Gina's not really bothering me that much this season. I just feel
Oh,
like
she's pissing me off. She's
Really?
pissing me off.
she's not bothering me that much.
Cry one
she's-
more time about Travis. I'm going to smack the shit out of you, Gina.
Oh,
Cry
man,
one
we
more
didn't
time.
even talk about the best part of the fashion show yet, which is when Alexis tries to talk to Shannon and she goes up to her and she goes, I heard you were trying to talk to me and I just want you to know I'm not interested.
It's the
Bye.
best way to do it.
I gotta go.
Best way to do it.
Dead. It was so good. Also,
It was
she
so
tried
good. I
to
wouldn't
say like
talk to her either.
she tried to say like, oh yeah, that does look good on you. Like, no, Alexis, we're not just like integrating in. Your boyfriend is suing her for $75,000. Like, no, we're not doing it.
And you're
See, I
running your mouth about this footage.
I might be different if I was Shannon and try to play it a little different, where I would become best friends with Alexis.
Mhm.
Then say, but you know what? Maybe she's not that petty towards John. Maybe she just really doesn't care and she just wants to let it go. So
I think she
Oh,
just
I think
wants to
she
be done
deeply.
with it.
I think she deeply cares and is deeply hurt. Shannon.
Yes.
She deeply
Yeah.
cares. She's not mentally stable enough to just be cool. She's not. But I think it was like the best that she can do is to just say, I'm not interested in talking to you. Then we didn't get that. Like, they haven't even talked about like the London trip yet, but she does send her a text that's like, I'm having a trip. You are not invited. I can't wait. Yeah, Gina
It's
in the
so
end, like deflecting that whole situation and turning it into like, I am going through a lot right now. But like this is like of your own making. You are the one that asked your boyfriend of 5 years to move out and
Mhm.
continue dating you. That's like,
It's a weird dynamic.
It's like
I feel
calling
we're
off
not
a
getting the
wedding.
full story.
Yeah,
We're not getting the full story.
We're not, right?
It's,
okay.
And I think it has everything to do with his ex-wife, and I think that's why we're not getting the full story, because she will his life will be hell if she gives us the full story, probably. But
I'm not even mad at Gina. I think she was at a point where she's like, things need to change. They can't continue forward like this. So she's like, you either get it together or you don't. So like, I understand where she's coming from, but then I don't want you to sit there and cry about it every single episode that he wants to break up with you.
But it's like, you move out and you want to still date, and fine, they're figuring that up. It's like calling off a wedding and then expecting to still be dating. Like, no, you call off a wedding and the relationship is over. You move backwards in this chain of commitments, like the relationship is over.
Carl and Lindsay demonstrated that to us.
Exactly.
Very well.
Well, and I don't think he was trying to break up with her. I think he just wanted to postpone the wedding, but like it just went left.
You just don't get her going.
You can't go back.
No, you can't. You can't. Anyways, OC back on tomorrow night. So now we have things on every night. Well, except Dubai is over. So now our Tuesdays are cleared for a hot sack.
Whew.
It's a wild time.
Take a breather.
It's a wild, wild time. Isn't it? Anything else on OC?
Oh, did you see that the two twats had Ben and Ronnie on?
I did.
Oh, that makes
I said, ew, why would they go on? Well, but like, I get it.
Well, of course they would, because they're blowing up.
Yeah.
Like, they were already, like, cool in the Bravo world, but now they're, like, getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Other Bravo celebrities are actually, like, knowing who they are now, that they're a bigger deal. Anywho, I love Ronnie. When we went into him at BravoCon, I was like, I'm more excited to see you than anyone else here. He was like, oh my God, are you kidding? And he knew who we were.
Nice.
He knew who we were, which made me happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anywho,
I love him. I love them. They're so funny.
They're so funny.
Sometimes when I'm watching the show, I'm like thinking about how they're going to perform, especially with Bill Aiden.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Aiden, their Bill Aiden. I die for their Bill Aiden.
Louis.
Die for their Bill Aiden. I just have to say that.
I die. Honestly, whenever they talk about Kristen Doty and they go, Mariposa, like I don't even, that's all I think of. And like, I forget that's not actually what she sounded like or how she said it.
Wait. I went on to their live the other day and they were talking about Kristen Doty's engagement. I was cackling and they're like, he fucking proposed to me. Can you believe he fucking proposed to me? I was cackling. Oh my God, I have a cramp.
That's me clanking my nails.
The creepy
together.
fingers.
Yeah, with her fucking little salad
Doty fingers.
Remember salad fingers?
I like rusty spoons.
Like what shoes do you think she was wearing?
Spoons.
We are spiraling.
Wait, no, we're not. Let's talk about Below Deck Med. It was episode 452 of season 2000. No, so next week is the finale. So
thank
praise
God.
Be. It's hard to know if they'll do reunions or not, because none of them are ever in the same space. So I don't think they're doing a reunion.
I feel like it depends on how the season goes. If it's like a good season, hyped up, and people are talking about how they want a reunion, they do one. And if not, like, I don't think there'll be one for this season.
I don't think so.
It's not necessary.
Also, I heard that they filmed Captain Sandy's wedding, so I wonder if we're getting like a wedding special.
Oh, maybe like a wedding special.
I did hear that, but it was just recently, so the production on that could be a bit, who knows. Anyways, they're planning out the proposal, which is exciting. Ian rejoined the cast because I forgot he was there, and he was kind of funny. He was like, he knew all those facts about the Temple of Poseidon or whatever it was called. Temple.
I wonder if he's just like not enough like entertainment value.
I think that's what it is. I think he's
or if he's just napping all the time. Or it'd be either or
if he's
both.
On the autism spectrum, maybe, and belongs on Love on the Spectrum, which I love that show. Have you guys ever watched that?
That's a great show.
Oh my God, Amanda, have you ever watched it?
No.
Oh, it's really so good. It's
really good.
It's about people who are like lower functioning on the spectrum dating.
Yeah.
Not all of them are low functioning, but it's like just so sweet and wholesome to watch them like find love. Oh, it's amazing.
It's good. Abby and David are still together.
Oh my, they're my favorite. They went to Africa on a safari with like.
I know.
So
he's really big. I know who you're talking about because she's really big on TikTok.
Oh really?
She's a big TikToker.
Oh, there's one girl that's like a big TikToker. She's like very famous. I don't It wasn't.
Maybe that's her. Maybe we're talking about two different people.
Yeah. Anyways, that's like another show for another day, but it's on Netflix. Back to Below Deck. Ellie's living in the fucking land of illusion where being the second stew is like adjacent to being the vice president. In case you don't know how boats work, I am the second stew.
Oh, that was good.
Thank you. I practiced.
Have you been practicing? She's just so self-involved and self-absorbed, and it's just boring.
When you know what I started realizing the whole thank you very much thing is very passive aggressive. It's like, do what I want. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
She says it after everything she tells someone to do. Oh, thank you so much. And I'm like, Aesha is over it. Aesha finally calls her out for overstepping. And I'm like, good for you, bitch.
Yeah.
I feel like it takes a lot to push Aesha to that point.
I agree.
I love Aesha.
I think she's a little bit too like dirty, aggressive for me.
She's toned it down
For
a
you?
wee bit.
Well, I mean, when she
For you?
well, okay, so I do not like this one thing about I don't like
She doesn't
poop
like
jokes. I
poop
don't
and
like
fart
fart
jokes.
Okay,
She
fair
like,
enough.
sticks my finger out my butthole. Like I like Aesha. I just think that's like
That
I
was
don't know.
like season
that grosses
1
me
of
out.
her. She doesn't say things like put fingers in her butt anymore, does she?
No, she did. She told a story about how she stuck her finger up her butthole.
It
No,
was
they
from, like,
they
her
played.
first
They did a
season.
playback of her. Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about though. They played back.
Yeah.
That. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So that's the only
Anyways.
thing I don't like about her.
So, do you guys agree that Ellie's overstepping? I guess is the question.
Yeah.
She didn't overstep. She leapt over the line
Aisha's like,
of what her responsibilities are.
Jono, we're clearing. 10 seconds later, Ellie, Jono, we're clearing. That's when Aisha lost it. She's like, this is enough, bitch. I say we're clearing. You guys, Bree finally figured out the laundry. The beads worked.
It came full circle.
Oh, so happy for you. Know what? Honestly, though, like even though she was like such a whiny little baby back bitch for most of the season, she was always very like respectful, and she like knew she sucked, and she was really willing to take on the feedback about how much she sucked. So
Mm-hmm.
that makes a good.
You know what?
employee.
If you're doing your best, you're doing your best, and sometimes that's all you can ask for.
I love when Amanda's words of wisdom are just repeating the same thing twice. If you're doing your best, you're doing your best. It is what it is. If you gotta work, you gotta work.
I'm gonna put together a little book of all of your isms.
You guys
But
should
it's
do
just
a
like she
TikTok.
just says the same sentence
TikTok
twice
should be-
with different tones. And that's her advice.
Right it. This could be golden.
It is golden. I'm putting all these on a t-shirt, like the situation. All the t-shirts I'm going to make of your golden advice.
Love that.
All news
What does he
is
say? What does the
news.
situation say? He's like, oh, the
A million
setback
things.
is
The setback is always greater than the the comeback is always greater than
comeback
the
is always
setback.
greater than the setback.
Oh God, here we go.
And then he says something about like stirring the sauce so it doesn't burn or something like that. Sometimes you gotta stir the sauce so it doesn't burn. Anyways, this is the final charter. I love a good gay charter. It's my favorite kind of charter. Oh my God, I thought we were gonna get that fucking Brandon guy again for the
I
third
did too.
time when they showed the flashback of the guest because he was
Yes.
with them the first time. I'm like, he's literally been on every season of Below Deck for the last 4 seasons. Like, I don't need him again.
When you gotta work, you gotta work.
You gotta work.
He's not working. That's not working.
When you got a vacation, you got a
You
vacation.
got a vacation. In the end, they show like scenes for the next, and Joe is going to drive Captain Sandy to her proposal, and he gets a line stuck in the.
She's
motor.
like, this is terrible.
This is
She said this is inoperable. The boat is inoperable. Do you think it fucks up her proposal? That is
No.
the question.
no.
No, obviously not.
I think they
got
figure something
married.
else out.
Yeah. All right, well, that is, so we're going to get the proposal and the season finale next week. I hope someone fucking goes to town on
What was
Ellie.
Captain Sandy wearing? Was she wearing her uniform, her white uniform?
No, she was wearing a sequined vest.
Oh, okay.
That's like her style.
Yeah.
I think she is more of the masculine type in the relationship.
presents.
Leah's
She was
beautiful.
wearing white pants. Leah's gorgeous. Drop dead gorgeous. She was wearing her white pants, though. Crisp white pants. And her little golden goose. No, I think she was wearing loafers there, but she does wear these little, like, golden goose sneakers all the time. Yep. Dubai reunion. Thoughts? Concluded. Reunion conclusion.
I didn't finish all of it, but...
Well, then you missed Taleen's props in the end.
I did.
You know I hate props, but
I
honestly, those were good props.
Were they?
So in the end, I guess, I don't remember them doing this last season, but I guess they did. They each brought a gift for one another, and all the gifts were, like, shady. Like, it was throwing shade at one another. And her gift was to Taleen Brooks, and it was a dress. And in the box was a card that was, like, Taleen Brooks's tweet that was, like, name one, like, show me one piece of clothing I ever borrowed from you, blah, blah, blah. Well, the dress was what she borrowed. And then she brought poster boards of her in the dress that she borrowed.
That's good.
And Taleen Brooks, in typical Brooks fashion, was like, I'm not interested in this. Oh, you're not interested in the truth? No, you're interested in land of delusion and drinking.
She just wants to yell at people on Twitter. She was going after the Queens of Bravo today.
Don't come for the Queens of Bravo. They will make you fucking pay. They will make you pay. I love Queens of Bravo because we are so aligned in everyone we like. I think I'm running their account. I've never met people who love Teresa and Robin, like, and Baby Gorgeous more than I do. It's crazy.
Are you Queens of Bravo?
I am Queens of Bravo.
Ooh.
Secretly. This little ditty that we do here is just funsies for me.
It's our beard. It's your beard, your podcast beard.
I'm actually Queens of Bravo. Me and Romeo are Queens of Bravo.
Lisa's prop were a bust.
Oh, yeah.
They were.
And Andy having to say, like, is this gonna land? Like, already sets the tone for, like, it's so just funny. Like, she has her expectations are in hell.
Everyone's like, oh, you plagiarized a journal? How? The days of the week? Like,
right. You copied January through December. You even put leap year in, just like this other one.
I can't.
Oh my god.
I mean, am I wrong? Is it wrong? Like, I don't understand.
I mean, how many Live, Laugh, Love journals are out there? Come on. They all look alike. Give me a break.
You said you buy your creams at Alibaba.
No. It was funny. And I believe that. I believe
Same.
Minero is sponsored by Alibaba.
Yeah.
How else could you get branding done that quickly? Alibaba. Give me a break.
There you go.
Give me a break. It was a decent reunion. I mean, it was fine. There was nothing miraculous. We didn't learn anything. They tried to get Ion and Lisa back together. In the end, I think Ion kind of softened and she was like, maybe we should meet outside of this and, like, actually talk about what happened.
That's very adult.
After they, like, hurled a bunch of insults. And they're still, like, not friends. And they filmed this over a month ago, so...
That's crazy.
But it came out that Lisa knew about the voice memo. So
I love when they loop in the producer.
Andy's like,
I love it. It's like confirmation.
He's like, head producer states that you already knew this.
It was very like Maury, like, you are not the father.
Yeah.
He said, but I'm confused because they said
so
you
funny.
knew.
Someone was like, they were arguing. Someone was like, can we move on? And he's like, yes, we can move on.
Yeah, it was Brooks.
Yeah.
Brooks was like, can we just move on? He's like, yes, actually we can. Yes, absolutely.
He was like over it.
Keep this going.
I'm done with these people. He loves Caroline Stanberry. Like,
speaking of Caroline, do you think her and Sergio, we ask this every week, are going to have a baby?
I do think now that surrogacy is legal that they will probably hire a surrogate.
I don't think she will have a baby.
I don't think she will physically have one out of her own body, but I do think they'll hire a surrogate. And then hire a bunch of fucking nannies. Like, she won't even know what's there. It'll be fine. Wow. Say what?
Cute
a bunch of
man.
nannies? I don't have
Cute
any
little
nannies.
man.
You're the nanny, mommy. Romeo says hi. Anything else, guys? We are heading into the thick of Bravo season. We are about to be banged over the head with it. But
I don't know if I'm ready.
I know. Honestly, it was like a nice summer break, especially being like only a few months out of having a baby. I don't know that I could have kept up with all that TV.
It's a lot. It's a lot of TV.
It's a lot of TV. It's good. It's so good. All right, kids. What's everyone's plans this weekend?
We're having a barbecue on Sunday.
Oh,
I'm watching football
barbecue.
because our cousin's son has a foreign exchange student staying with him, and the student said that his like goal while he's here is he wants to go to a very American barbecue. So we are throwing a big old barbecue.
That's so adorable. Do you remember our foreign exchange students, Amanda? Frenchie and Pedro?
I remember Pedro. I don't remember Frenchie.
Frenchie was like the year in between us. She was your brother's age.
Yeah, I don't remember her, but I'm friends with
They
Pedro.
were like, everyone was like obsessed with them. It was like the foreign exchange students that came and they were the most popular people in the school. It's so crazy. More popular than the Mormon family that came. And they were pretty popular.
That. Yeah. I remember the Mormon family. The girl was in my class.
Yeah. Well, the one was in every class. There was 800 of them. Anyways. It's Holy Romy. It's Holy Romy weekend. It's his baptism this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
It took me a second to register what
I didn't get
that
it
meant.
Then I didn't.
When's everybody come in?
Friday. Everyone comes.
So
Friday.
exciting!
Yeah.
Lots of pictures.
Holy Romy. Holy Romy.
Holy Romy.
You're gonna have a big party. How many people?
Just 25. Not a big party. Just we're doing a little restaurant. Dealy, and then just having people over probably to go swimming at our house after.
That's cute.
A little pool party.
I have 2 football games, a soccer game, and then I gotta like get ready because I leave on Thursday, so I have to make sure like everything is set for the next however many days for the children.
Who's are your parents watching them?
Yeah, my parents are watching them.
That's good.
Yeah, so they're coming up on Wednesday.
Amen. When did you leave? Thursday
morning, my dad's driving us to the airport. I'm like, Dad, you have to drive us to the airport. And he's like, what time? I'm like, don't worry about it. I'll just take an Uber. My mother's like, you are not taking an Uber. He can wake up and drive you. I'm like, it's like 6:30. He's like, all right, I can take you if it's like 6:30.
Just make sure you have lots of sunscreen packed because it is very expensive at the resort.
That's what I heard. My question is if I'm taking carry-ons, how do I pack sunscreen?
You check a bag.
I know.
You buy ones that are 3 ounces or less.
That or you check a bag.
Check a bag.
Do they sell it at the airport? That's what somebody said.
It's still super expensive. You're looking at like $50 a bottle.
Just go to Target. You can buy 3 ounces. Why are we talking about this on our podcast?
All right. Anyway, if you like what you heard here, Jenna.
I did right up until the end. No, I'm just kidding. If you like what you heard here, follow us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. You can follow us on our socials. We are on Instagram at Boujee Bravo Bitches, on Threads at Boujee Bravo Bitches, on TikTok at Boujee Bravo Bitches, on Twitter at Boujee Bravo Bees. We have a Facebook group and we also have a YouTube channel.
That's it, bitch.